Oh dear, he's clearly suffering, and he's got wet hair for some reason. So, what I really like about this advert is the Superman writing. Look at that, fantastic. Only instead of saying Christopher Reeve, Marlon Brando, it says Clear's stuffy nose. And look at that money shot, he's clearly much better. So, very convincing advert. And now we have a letter from a Mr. Symptomatic of Leicester.
I like Evadne Fisher announcing. I think she does a good job. She is gorgeous.
And he puts in a special request.
Could I please see all of her and not just the top half?
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, have I got a treat for you, Mr. Lonely Letter-Writing Weirdo Freak. It's Evadne Fisher herself for Thames Television, putting too much emphasis on the word fat.
What's the first chance I've had to ask you if you had a good Christmas? I certainly hope so. Not too fat, I hope. And if you are, then do get exercising, won't you? You can start now. Well, while you're watching The Sons of Katie Elder.
Thanks, Evadne.
Well, there's a right rich mixture of moving pictures within the magic rectangle this coming evening.
He means there are going to be programmes on.
A rather nasty gentleman, and there's Cannon and Ball, who have to contend with a nagging Aunt Lily. So, nasty gentleman and a nagging Aunt Lily so far.
Thanks for the recap.
Then various people get sent to Zurich and
various people,
me and my girl,
people whose names you clearly don't know.
For lucky so-and-sos who go on down.
Well, they come on down. That's the famous catchphrase, but never mind.
Get things done as only they can. And
they get things done as only they can. Enough with the detailed synopsis. Let's move on.
That's all during this coming evening on LWT. But for Friday night, early Saturday morning, that's
clearly this guy thought he had 10 seconds to fill, and he's been given 10 minutes.
Independent radio, including the two London stations LBC and Capital, are on the air throughout this night. With entertainment and interest.
Entertainment.
To listen. And of course, TV
AM
back on the box at 6:55.
Keep going.
This coming morning. But for now, from all concerned, LWT
to
wishes you a peaceful night.
Good night.
Later this afternoon, Ray Allen and his wife.
That's just, it's so unlucky that she was never given a name at birth.
Aeroplane.
This is thrilling. This is just a preview.
Lorry.
And there'll be plenty more of that later on in the programme.
For a new season of Three Little Words.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Nighttime on Thames.
Good evening, Sally.
If you were listening to Capital Gold this morning at about 8 o'clock, you may have heard Tony Blackburn say that his red jet ski had gone missing.
I did.
Well,
it was
stolen
upsetting.
on Saturday night from out of my garage. So if anyone in the Camberley area knows of a missing red jet ski, please get in touch, won't you? Right now,
not the time or the place. You're clearly pissed off about it, aren't you, Sally?
Sports World Extra.
Here's an urgent message for parents of pupils at the Brow County Primary School at the Clough, Holton Brow in Runcorn.
Could you imagine being a
The
pupil
school
here?
has been completely gutted by fire this evening and is now in a dangerous condition.
Get in.
Parents are requested to keep their children away from the school tomorrow morning and until further notice.
No, actually that is, that's... You can't take these things lightly. It was a very serious incident, and it's being dealt with in exactly the right manner by this TV station.
On Channel 4 now, Nuns on the Run. This is Granada.
While we're on the subject of professional announcements, let's see how this announcer copes with this very simple introduction to Take the High Road, which goes, it's time once more to head north on that very attractive route to the Highlands, where Mr. Murdoch continues to fight his own conscience, Sheila tells Carol the good news, and Francis is at somewhere with the Bryners as well, and is going there with Frank.
Time once more to head north on that very attractive route to the Highlands, where Mr. Murdoch continues to fight his own conscience, Sheila tells Carol the good news, and Francis is at somewhere with Brian and Isabel, and is Glenderrick with Frank. So here we are now. It's all happening as we take the high road.
Time to head to Germany now for the best news theme.
Guten Abend, verehrte Zuschauer.
Early Krypton factor here. They introduced the contestants by revolving them in the dark, and... Oh, Dexter, don't look away. Please, don't look at me with those eyes. Awful. Watch Liz Somerville, she wobbles when they stop. Did you see that? They're literally revolving these people on little turntables. 27! Jan, you clergyman. Awful, awful, awful way to begin a quiz show.